Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and in today's video, I am choosing 10 diamond paintings that I would take with me on a deserted island. So let's get started. Okay, so this video actually was done by Messy Girl Crafts, Ashley over at Messy Girl Crafts on her channel last week, and she posted the question, what would you do if you could only take 10 diamond paintings on a deserted island? And she went through like which 10 she would pick out of her stash, and then she tagged some creators to play along. She didn't tag me, but she said that anybody who wanted to participate could. So I decided to go ahead and throw my hat in the ring and try to figure out which 10 diamond paintings I would take with me on a deserted island. And it was a tough choice. And I might have thought a little too much about it, but let's go ahead and look at these 10, and I'll explain my reasoning behind my choices. Okay, so the first one I picked is The Witch's Bakery by Miss Holly. And honestly, most of my reasoning behind my choices was I picked squares and I picked bigger kits because if I was on a deserted island, I'd want to take as much time. You know, I'd want them to be big and last me a long time. If only 10 can come with me. She didn't give any stipulations for like how long you'd be there, if you'd ever be rescued, if you'd have 10 for just the rest of time, or if you, at one point in her video, she said maybe if you finished the 10, then you would get off the island, but she didn't fully stipulate what the whole ordeal was. All I know is I'm on a deserted island and I only have 10 diamond paintings. So with that in mind, I tried to pick some of my favorites and some that are nice and big, some that would keep me entertained for a while. I think 8 out of the 10 are also squares. So the first choice that I picked was, like I said, The Witch's Bakery by Miss Holly. This one's nice and big. It's 39 inches by 27.6 inches. And it has a lot of details that I think would be exciting. The only thing that I fear about this diamond painting was that if I was on a deserted island and I was diamond painting food, I worry I would get really hungry for good food because I'm sure there's no bread on my island, but maybe just seeing it would make me, you know, be excited to get off the island one day if I ever do. I don't know if this is like a lost situation. Am I gonna find food on this island, or am I just eating fish? Because honestly, I might starve because I hate fish. So I'm not sure. There were not enough specifics, but I think the fun part is filling in the gaps yourself. So here's my first choice, The Witch's Bakery by Miss Holly. All right, choice number 2. I tried also to kind of vary up my artists. Like, would I have picked, you know, 10 Mrs. Butterdee kits? Maybe, but I didn't want to. So I tried to vary up my artists. Actually, now that I think about it, though, I have 3 Miss Holly kits here. But her artwork's kind of different. Like, they're all very different. So, oh well, do what you can. Rainbow Flower Power is my second choice. I thought the bright colors would be fun, and it's another really big one, 38.6 by 27.6. I don't know, bright colors just seem like a cheerful choice in case I was having a down day on my deserted island. This one just seemed really fun. This one's a square kit also, so I was excited to choose this one. I don't know, I thought something about all those bright sunshine rainbow happy colors might cheer me up whilst on my island. I'm, like I said, not sure if I'm ever getting off. So this one would keep me busy for a while. And there's no rules that say you only have to do one at a time. So if I was like getting burned out on this one, I could always switch to a different one. Because she did say that everything, like all your supplies and stuff would be there. So I don't know like how remote this deserted island is. Maybe there's a little hutch and I'm just forced to live there with what supplies I have. I would hope I'd have at least a table to diamond paint at. Otherwise, my neck and shoulders would be aching. Okay, let's do the next one. I'm thinking I will show you guys. Let's see. We'll do an Aria illustration next. Oh, you can see it. I'm spoiling it. All right. Aria illustration, Cottagecore Witch. I was torn between this one and Witchy Greenhouse, which is also Aria illustration. But I ended up choosing Cottagecore Witch because, I don't know, it just seemed more colorful, and I don't know, maybe the ducks and the flowers making me feel good about, I was torn, like, do I do naturey ones because I'm on a deserted island and embrace the theme? Or do I shy away from nature because I'm on a deserted island and I'm surrounded by it? Maybe I don't want to diamond paint it, but that's when I thought maybe I'm overthinking this a little too much. So I went with this one. It's a nice big one, 27.6 by 38.2. It's really big in size and a really fun one. And I also feel like Ashley mentioned it maybe, she didn't know if it was a desert island or a deserted island or maybe both. So if it is indeed a deserted island, that would be awful, first of all. I don't do well in heat. But if it was, then the extra colors and sunshine kind of is the other place I'm taking my inspiration from. So that would, another part of my reasoning went into that. Okay. Third on the list, kind of going along with what I was talking about, is Beachcomber's Bounty. I figured if it was a deserted island, Beachcomber's Bounty would be really fun. If it was just a deserted island and I could pick, I would have a beach, but I don't know, maybe diamond painting beach while sitting on beach would be really fun. So, plus I just think this kit's beautiful and I would hate to not have the opportunity to work on it. I've had this one in my stash for a while and I've never even opened up the plastic, so I am kind of antsy to do this one. So maybe that's why it also was top of my mind to work on this one. So this is by Amy Stewart, and it is 38.6 by 27.6. I really did stick with the same theme of like squares and big square kits. I do have a couple of rounds. Maybe I'll show you a round one next. But I don't know, something about this one just seemed fun. And if I was on a beach, diamond painting the beach, I think that'd be really cool. I've never been to the beach. I live in the Midwest. Never seen the ocean, which is a tragedy probably, but there you are. Next is my first rounds to show you guys, and it is by Mrs. Butterdy Makeup Routine. This one's a little smaller and I feel like rounds go faster, which is why I was straying away from them. So this one is 22 by 31 inches. Like I said before, if I could just pick 10 Mrs. Butterdy kits, I would. I love her work and she's probably my favorite artist from Diamond Art Club, but I tried to limit myself to just one, and this is one of my top ones in my stash. In fact, I was thinking about it. I think what I'm going to do later on in the week, I am going to do a ranking video of all of my Mrs. Butterdy kits. I think that would be really fun. I have most of them that have been released, and I think it'd be really fun to rank them all because I love her artwork. But that's an idea for later on in the week. So check back in if you want to see that. I think it'd be really fun to rank them all. But for the purposes of this video, I tried to limit myself to just picking one. I know you guys see her work on my channel a lot, and I didn't want to flood this whole theme with Mrs. Butterdy, but I love all of her kits. But this one I think would be really fun to do just because it's like a really cute color palette, and it's also things that you would not necessarily see on a deserted island. I thought that might be kind of fun to work on, to change up the scenery, if you will, of the island. So I thought that one was a fun choice. Next is Little Lizard Garden. Now this one might be controversial for my thinking here because it's like, do I want to diamond paint all this when I'm on an island and might be surrounded by this? I'm not sure, but I don't know. I've never been on a deserted island before, guys. But I like it, and I think it'd be fun, and I think it would be a good one. And like I said, if it was a desert island, this would be really welcome to see. Anyways, 38.6 inches by 27.6 inches. So it's another really big one, and this is another one I'm really antsy to work on. Maybe I just need to title this video 10 kits that I'm at the forefront of my brain to work on soon, because that kind of is what this is morphing into. But I love the succulents in this one. The butterflies are gorgeous. There's some fish in there, and I just think it would be like a tranquil kind of calming piece to work on while surrounded by the dangers of a deserted island. So not exactly sure my reasoning behind this one, just besides the fact that I want to work on it soon. So, and if I was on an island, I would hate to not be able to work on it. So there we go. My reasoning is getting more and more flawed as this video goes on. Okay, next is my last round one. Magic Arcades by Miss Holly. Now, I just told you, I was like, I'm varying up all my artists, but I have 3 Miss Holly kits in my stash, and it's actually making me wonder if Miss Holly is like runner-up for favorite artist of Diamond Art Club. There are some Miss Holly kits that I'm not interested in it at all, whereas like Mrs. Butterdy, it's almost all of them that I get. But the Miss Holly kits that I see that I love, I like love. There are 3 or 4 of them in my stash that I just absolutely am in love with from Miss Holly. And a couple that we voted on recently in the last few weeks or last few months. If you're not familiar, if you're part of the Diamond Art Club Facebook, VIP Facebook group, which you can be a part of if you've ever purchased from them, every month they do like a round of voting, and you can vote on kits that the ones with the most votes, they'll turn into kits later on. They've released a couple of pictures in that voting of Miss Holly's work that I think is so gorgeous and would be like must-have diamond paintings. So Miss Holly is definitely getting up there in my mind as one of my favorite artists. And I do like that a lot of her stuff is varied. So this one's Magic Arcades, 22 by 31 inches, and it's rounds. And I absolutely love this one. If I would have designed it or rendered it, I would have made it squares just because I love squares. But I also do love having some of these full scene rounds in my stash. So maybe it's good that it's a round, but this is like a rainy day stash kit for me, which a lot of these are. But I just love this one so much. My husband is famously good at claw machines, and it reminds me of him winning me stuffed animals, which he's done ever since we've been together, and now he does for our kids. So I love the claw machine aspect. I love all the animals, and this one definitely is one that I would love to work on, and I think it would be really fun to work on in an island setting, you know, where you might not see all of these little creatures and things, and stuffed animals bring you comfort. Maybe I'm reaching, but there we go. My next kit is one that I'm really excited about. It is my one and only mystery kit called Landscape. It's Scrumptious Spring by Claudia McKinney. Now this one, like I said, is the only mystery kit I've ever purchased. But my mom is currently working on the Bonnie White Halloween mystery kit, and it is so cute, and she said she's having the best time working on it. Like the mystery aspect of it is really fun to not know what you're doing and seeing it come to life in a different way. That it's making me really want to work on this kit because I've never done a mystery kit before. So I've included this one because I think that the air of mystery on a deserted island would be fun. Also, if I was on a deserted island, I wouldn't have to worry about spoiling it for anybody. So I could just work on it at my own leisure, and I think that would be really fun too. But my wanting to do a mystery kit is getting stronger and stronger. The only thing is this one's called Scrumptious Spring, and I'm trying to hold myself off until springtime to work on it, which is very far away because it's only September. So, but luckily I'm like in the fall and seasonal mindset of diamond paintings right now. So if I can just get myself through to the new year, I could probably work on it in like March. So I am hoping to work on this one soon because I am so eager to work on a mystery kit. There's really not much else to show you. The picture of the box here gives you the color palette, like the ideas of the color palette. I'm not going to spoil this one. I'm not going to show you any other pictures of it. I saw a picture of what it was when it was released and liked it enough to buy it, but I'm trying to not look at that picture anymore because I'm hoping by the time I do work on it, I'll have forgotten a lot of it, and I already have forgotten a lot of it because I've had this in my stash for a while. I know that I like the image enough that it was the first time I was like, I have to buy this mystery kit, but I also am forgetting it, and I'm glad because I want it to be more of a surprise when I work on it. So it's a big one also, 41.7 by 27.6 inches, so it would keep me nice and busy on my island, and it's a really good pick, I think. Okay guys, 2 more. The first one is my last Miss Holly kit, Moments of Tranquility. I actually just got this one a little bit ago. It released in May for Mother's Day, and I passed it up because I was doing really good with not buying anything. And then it restocked, and I just had to get it. I had seen a couple other people unbox it and even someone work on it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I really, really want that one. And the more I looked at it, the more I had to have it. So I was really excited that this one was restocked, and I managed to pick it up a little bit, like I think maybe last month. So this one's 25.6 by 36.2 inches, and I just love all the scenery around this one. I'm a big fan of item paintings. A lot of my stash is roomscapes and things where there's a lot of items to diamond paint. They are my favorite type of style, and something about this one just seems really peaceful. Once again, peaceful, calming vibes on a desert island seem good. Like you're stressed out because you're there. And I don't know, she seems pretty peaceful in this one. So this is another one that is like top of my list of as far as what I have. So I don't know if I'll work on this one soon because I might just savor having this one in my stash a little bit. This one and the next one are two that are like top in my stash, so I had to bring them on my island with me. But here at home, where I have multiple diamond paintings to pick from and not just 10, they'll probably end up being savored a little bit longer as having them in my stash. So, but it is fun to like imagine that, yes, this one would be coming with me. It's really fun. It's got a lot of special drills in it, 2 ABs and 7 fairy dust. 7 fairy dust are my favorite. So I think this one would be a lot of fun. I love how they were able to make her tail transparent. You can see the roses in through her tail, and I think that those details would be really fun to diamond paint. So, okay, one left, guys. Any guesses? It's an artist I have not shown you yet. It's a newer painting, really popular. And no, it's not Duck Bath because I do not own Duck Bath, but it's Duck Bath's little sister, Kitchen Ducks. And this one here is Art by Julia. So if you're not familiar, Art by Julia released a couple of diamond paintings in this past year. They have been wildly, wildly popular. Her first was Duck Bath. That was on Black Friday. I did not manage to get it. It sold out. And then Kitchen Ducks Love Birds, and I think one other one have come out, like a Tea Time, I think is what it's called. Those have all come out since, and they're the kinds of kits that like they sell out within a minute or two of being on the site. You got to be quick to get them. I haven't seen any of them restock yet either, including Duck Bath, and it has been a long time, over 9 months. So I'm not sure why they haven't restocked it. I've never seen a restock take that long. But hopefully they do one day. Hoping they do. And until then, I have other ducks to keep me happy. And this is my favorite, even including Duck Bath probably. This one's my favorite. So super, super beautiful kit. Another one full of items. Love those item paintings. A good mix of color blocking and confetti. That's the other point I didn't make in this video. I like confetti, which is why I like those item diamond paintings, but I'm not against color blocking. If you're not familiar with the two terms, color blocking is just big chunks of one color, whereas confetti is like you're changing out your colors more often. And so like, big chunk of color would be the window here, but then all the cake and stuff, you'd probably use a lot of colors to make that one come alive. And confetti makes it take a lot longer. Not a lot longer, but it definitely slows you down a bit because you're changing your color so often. But I feel like on a desert island, I got nothing but time, right? So it's okay if I work on some confetti kits. I also just like confetti kits. They keep me interested in the diamond painting longer. So, yeah, I don't mind a good confetti kit. This one does have some chunks of color blocking in it, but not so much that, like I said, I would not like to do it or anything. So that was my other consideration in my 10 kits, like trying to pick some that are going to have enough confetti to kind of keep me interested. Because, wouldn't want to be bored on a desert island, right? I feel like I would be done diamond painting these so quick, though. It would take me, if if like, well, besides like surviving, right? Because you got to do all your basic survival stuff if you're on an island. You got to feed yourself, and I'm sure that takes up a lot of time. Protect yourself from the elements, and maybe build a rescue boat. I don't know how that would work. So maybe I wouldn't have as much time, but I'm assuming on my deserted island, I've got like a little cabin that's like shelter and some berry patches and some things that make it like pretty easy to survive. Because this is my universe and I would like to make the experience as enjoyable as possible. In my mind, it's just a vacation where you get to diamond paint. So if that was the case, I would get through these quick. And I think that I would have a lot of fun doing that. So here are the first 5 layer, and then I'll stack the next 5 on top. What do you guys think of my picks for this challenge? I think I did pretty good. There's maybe some that I'm sure if I did this exact challenge in a month, I would have 10 different ones because everything's constantly changing. They're always coming out with new diamond paintings. My opinions change. I see somebody complete a kit and that kit like it's moved up in the ranks on my list, or you know, I finish one and it's no longer an option. So I'm sure if you asked me again in a month, these answers would be totally different. But right now I'm feeling really good about my selections. Let me know, guys, if you think I made some good choices here. And now I am going to tag a few other people for this video since it's kind of a tag video. So I am going to tag Diamonds and Jewels. That's Tina, her YouTube channel. She is really fun to watch. I'm also going to tag Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. That's Courtney. I love her videos, and she has similar diamond painting taste to me, I feel like. So I feel like I want to see what she would come up with on this video. She's really a great channel to watch if you like diamond painting content, which if you don't, how did you make it this far in the video? But anyways, and then the last person I want to tag is Maria, the nerdy painter. Her channel is new, and I say new like I'm experienced. I think it's only like I'm new. So like she's been doing this for like a month. I've been doing this for like 2 months, 3 months. So but I really enjoy watching her stuff on her channel too. She's super, super sweet and a lot of fun. So check out all those other channels, and I'm going to tag them in the bio below so that they know that I want to see them make these videos. And let me know if anybody else wants to make one of these videos. Do it. And let me know down in the comments if you did, so I can watch and let you know what I think of your choices, because this is not as easy as it looks. And I feel like I did pretty good, but I'm always interested in seeing what other people have done, what other people would choose, how other people go about doing things, how other people diamond paint, what your mindset is. I love diamond painting videos for that reason. So speaking of loving diamond painting videos, if you loved this one, go ahead and give my video a thumbs up. That would make my day. And if you want to see more diamond painting content, go ahead and subscribe, because I post lots of videos every week and I'm having so much fun doing it, and you totally want to see more of them, don't you? So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.